sleep. You may need it, especially all the gentlemen in red, which are our most important guests today, our top technicians from all over Europe. And let's start by calling them by name, and just raise your hand to show who you are. Mr. Peter Bachleitner from Austria. Yeah, present. Nico Blankart from Belgium. Yeah. Jari Pasama from Finland. Yeah. Jackie Provence from France.
Present.
Yeah. Gregor Laufenberg from Germany. Okay. Giuseppe Aldovardi from Italy. Okay. Buongiorno. Sebastian Guerra from Portugal. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Sebastian? Yeah.
Sebastian. Okay. Peter Cyrillus.
Yes.
Right. From Sweden. Alois Galliker from Switzerland. Okay. Sitting down now. Oscar Goos from Holland, the Netherlands. Julian Cameron from the UK.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to all of you. We also have 3 winners of the previous contest in 1998, 2 years ago. Jean-Lux was the winner for the European contest 2 years ago from Belgium. Welcome to Jean. Grant Perrin from the United Kingdom. Grant, welcome also. And Claudio Franchini from Italy. So these are the top 3 of previous competition, which was held in Belgium in our training center in Ghent. Now, you will have all the chance to join the competition this afternoon, which is a fun competition, but first we want to see some action. So what it's all really about is service in the workshop, and we'll go to the workshop in 5 minutes to start. The program you can see here, I will not repeat it. We start in 5 minutes. We have 5 stations, and I will show you the layout. But first, a few rules which are very important to observe today. So you have them translated also in your document. So you're not allowed to talk to your countrymen anymore from now on. Certainly not your trainer. Okay, Mario? Sorry, no contact anymore between your technician and... You're from the same company, eh? From the same country. Okay, I was just saying this.
I help you to make the example.
Fine. Yeah, thank you. If you break this rule or any other rule, you may be disqualified for the top 3 positions. So that would be a pity. There are 5 challenges this morning. 3 practical workstations where you really make your hands dirty probably. And 2 other stations where you mainly have to write on a piece of paper, check answers, or write down numbers of labels that you will see on these machines. I will not explain you all the details. You will get detailed instructions at every station. Okay? So the stations are called A, B, C, D, and E. A is the knowledge station. You must remember things. B is high-tech station, where we have different electronic systems, where you have to answer the questions with the machines, or do some job like operator. And then C is an engine repair station with an engine that you may be familiar with, or maybe not. D is a maintenance station with 2 machines, with 2 different jobs and situations that you may have in the workshop regularly. And then we have the last station, but not the least one, because I think it's a high tension station. It's the troubleshooting station. So you have to find 2 problems on the fireplace that you will find in station E. It will not start. It's up to you to find out what is the cause, make a circle, or make a red component or the wiring that you think has the problem. Okay? Okay, there is one answer sheet for every station, and you must hand it back to your examiner after the test. You brought service publications, the container with your books and your multimeter, you can carry to every station. You must carry it yourself. Okay? No help from the trainers or... okay. We provide all the instruments on the spot, but you can use your own multimeter in case you brought it from your country. That was already agreed beforehand. The 5 stations will go in sequence, A, B, C, D, E. A, clockwise. You will see in the workshop, we turn clockwise. The time you have for each station is 30 minutes, basically. And we have 10 minutes between each round to put back everything to 0. So it's up to you to help with your examinator to put it back in the condition that you found it. Okay? So please don't change before the station manager tells you to go to the next station. Before that time you must help your examinator to put it back in good condition. Okay? The starting point as you found it. That's all. Now I just wish you good luck, success for the day, and we start immediately. No, we stop as time. You will have a map on this document where every station is, but it's very clearly marked in the workshop. And the timing table is here. We will try to respect the circulation order. We should start 9:30, so we are 2 minutes behind, but we will start immediately. So please stay with the station. The station manager will tell you when to go to the next station.
Except when you have a rest, you can come here.
Yeah, but there is no rest for unification.
No?
For the stations there is
For
rest.
the station.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's go to the station directly. You know which station to go to. Let's move to the workshop.
back to G group and syncopated style.
it's not the glass door, it's the wooden door with the green fire exit sign just above it. Whenever you're ready to switch drivers, please head through that doorway, downstairs to the pit lane, and tell the pit crew your team number. Now once you've told them your team number, what we'll do is place that number up on the pit board on the wall. From Team 6 out to the podium, please. Taking the silver, it will be team number 2. If you would also like to head out to the podium, please. And taking the checkered flag, first of all, the fastest lap of the race, 24.411 seconds. Team number 1, you are this afternoon's race winners.
Mr. Shimizu, Director of HME Service, to open this award ceremony. Mr. Shimizu.
I think view is better than my speech, so. It's a great pleasure for me to be among the best Honda technicians here today, and I would like to praise all of you for your daily effort to acquire this high level of knowledge and skill, which each of you demonstrated during this contest. Today's demonstration of competence is the result of the effort of the technicians, Honda dealers, and the Honda distributors to improve knowledge, skill, and human relations. The combination of all these efforts is resulting in first time right repair. Achieving first right maintenance and repair is, in the case of the technician, is concrete contribution toward Honda Motor Company's mission to achieve customer satisfaction. The fact that you are selected at the national contest for participating to European Technician Contest is a reassurance that you have acquired quite some knowledge and skill, which will allow you to meet customer expectations. Sharing your knowledge and skill, as well as your challenging spirit and enthusiasm with your fellow colleagues in the dealership is vital to improve customer appreciation of the Honda service organization. Soon the top 3 will be announced, but based on the knowledge and skill demonstrated today, I believe all of you are winners. Before the start of the award ceremony, I would like to invite the top 3 technicians of this year as a special guest to our next European Technician Contest in 2002. And last but not least, I would like to thank the Honda UK for hosting this event, as well as the Honda Institute Associate for their effort to make this European Technician Contest a success. Thank you very much, and let's enjoy it.
Best maintenance technician.
With the Oscars. He wanted this job all his life.
From Sweden, Peter. For repair, from Germany, Gregor Lappenberg. For diagnostic, for Austria, Peter Backleiter.
Put him in the middle. Yeah.
So, let the drums roll. The third prize for today's contest goes to the Netherlands, Oscar Groos. And this nice HRC two-stroke cylinder, racing cylinder, goes to Belgium, Nico Blomberg.
That's dezelfde prijs.
Dat ik... So this is the nice crankshaft, also donated by HRC. Has raced in this season. It's in 250. And it goes to France, Jackie Crobon.
De 3 eerste worden uitgenodigd als grip voor de